Today's toy spot, why we're having a look at the Mattel DC Universe Classics Wave 6. We're having a look at the black costumed Superman. You could also call him the Kryptonian Regeneration suit Superman. Generally, I think a lot of fans just called it the black costume Superman. There's something to be said about this costume. It's very simplistic in design, but Spot will share his thoughts, a small Spot's thought on the costume as a whole, certainly when we get the package opened up. What's that? He does come with an arm, right down there. He does come with the exact same left arm. Did I say right arm in the last review? The left arm of Calabac. Flip over the package, the other figures that make up Wave 6. We have Killer Moth, Superman, Shazam, or Captain Marvel, Mr. Miracle, and Hawkman. The read-up would technically be the same, but I will read this nonetheless. Biography, when the menace known as Doomsday came to Earth, it fell to Superman to battle him to a standstill, and the death. Though it cost him his life, the Man of Steel saved his adopted homeworld. Superman's death activated the Eradicator, an entity from Krypton, who assumed Superman's identity and placed the body of the fallen hero in a suit designed to reignite the spark of life in the last sun of Krypton. Ooh, Spot's glad he reread that. That was a lot better than the last time. Last time was a dress rehearsal. This was the real show. Statistics, first appearance, Action Comics #1, June 1938. I would have liked had they actually put the first appearance of Superman in the Regeneration suit, but oh well. Real name is Clark Kent, or Kal-El. His occupation is a reporter, base of operations Metropolis, special abilities, super strength, speed, and vulnerability, flight, heat vision, X-ray vision, and freezing breath. Yes, I think Spot has done a pretty good job of rereading this. Nonetheless, Spot is going to take a bit of a break, going to get this opened up. When we come back, yes, we are going to be having a look at the Regeneration suit, Superman. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Yes, bada bing, bada boom. We've got the same arm, yada, 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 as what we had before. As you can see, Spot has actually taken the liberty of just putting the club into his severed arm. I don't know why. I suppose he could probably just hold his own arm. But yes, he does come with the exact same arm because technically this is just a variant of Superman. So we're going to move this aside. An extra body part is always crucial. You never know also when somebody like myself, Butterfingers over here, might have lost this club. At least I have an extra. So moving out of the way. Still one piece left. It's the arm. A call to arms. A call to arms. We need one more arm for Calabac. Spot didn't plan it like that. I just realized call to arms. It just came to me. Let's have a look at Superman. Okay, more of the same. You either like or dislike Superman with long hair. I'm from the side of the fence that I actually like long-haired Superman, not as a permanent fixture, but as something different. I like it. Do I like this costume? Yes. It has some flaws that as a reviewer, I certainly cannot overlook. I guess for starters, because he is wearing a matte colored black as opposed to a shinier black. As always, that's always an issue when it comes to paint transitions. In this case, you've got this really nice flesh color in his face and in his open neck area here. But you can see, yes, there is some areas where it just bleeds. There's no definitive clean-cut line. Yes, my cat agreed. No clean-cut line. There's no clean-cut line where the flesh has ended, the black has started. You kind of just have this sprayed effect here. It's not the cleanest. It's not the cleanest at all. The one other thing, and it saddens me the fact that this was the case, I don't know how many figures this affects, but you can see in the silver emblem section, there is a lighter silver right here that outlines the S. don't know if you could consider it a guideline, but it seems like my S, and maybe it's just across the board, but it seems like my S is a little further up than what it should be. This S, I think, this S should start right around here. This piece should be a little more lower so it's centered. It does look like it's a little off. That's the luck of the draw, unfortunately. But yes, he does have the exact same face. And I'm really glad that I had mentioned it in the other review. And in the other review, I mean this guy right here. I like the fact that at least I mentioned it in this review, that I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about this particular face sculpt. Suits better to have long hair. Oh, there goes Superman. I knew that was going to happen. Long hair definitely suits this face sculpt more, if you ask me. Short hair, it was still a good figure, but I think his jaw looked way too big. Or it just seemed like something seemed off about the face. Long hair seems to kind of distract away from flaws. At least I found flaws in the actual face. Long hair definitely works with this sculpt. Whether you have the black costume regeneration suit or you have the regular Superman suit, I think definitely both figures work a lot nicer with long hair. Just moving this guy out of the way, I've obviously already reviewed him. As for the overall just execution of the figure, he is very basic. He is on par with, I would say, Wildcat, and surprisingly enough, that Wildcat is also a figure I really, really love. I don't know, I'm probably going to get people saying down below, Spot, how could you possibly even love this figure? He represents Superman with long hair. The costume is kind of bland. There's not much going on for it. Not sure what it is. I love this figure. Now, at the time that you are watching this, pretty sure I've already done a review of the Kenner Man of Steel figures. And there was actually I think his name was Laser Suit something, but it was a black costume Superman, and I was just as pleased as punch to get that figure as I am finally opening up this figure. I think the only thing I could have said to improve this figure, and maybe had I seen it I might have changed my mind, but a black sheen I think would have drew out this figure a lot more. This washed out black I find kind of takes away from the figure, though I could easily say if I saw a sheen on this figure, maybe I'd be saying the complete opposite. Who knows? There's, again, not much to it. There's a silver emblem. He's got silver on his wrist bracelets. And he's got this weird triangular piece on his boots. It's just there. It's just there. I can't even really say the paint works well because there's really not, again, a lot to be said for this figure. His articulation would be the same as all the others. He seems to have a lot more movement in his head than actually the other Superman that I reviewed. His head can actually still move up. His hair doesn't deter that too much. There's enough of a clearance. As for the shoulders, there's a ball joint, ball hinged pin and socket shoulder. Where basically it's just a clamp over a pin. Allows the arms to move out, rotate all the way around. He has a rotation in the bicep, a bend in the elbow, of course, rotation in the hand. Upper torso, waist swivel, legs go forward, back, out, rotation in the thigh. You guessed it, bend in the knee, and that hinged foot. Standard build for DC Universe figures. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I just really like this figure. The long hair works well. Couple that with the black costume, the silver emblem. Yet you've got definitely the makings of a great Superman figure. And for anybody that's going to hate down below and say, well, God, Spot, really? Why would you like a long-haired Superman? You know what? We'll always have regular-looking Superman. I like changes. I guess by that logic, I should really like the new 52 Superman, but suffice to say, I do really like the Regeneration suit Superman. Despite he is very simplistic, with the long hair and how well I think he works, I think I'm going to give him a 7. You may feel that's maybe too high, but I think sculpt on the face works well with the long hair, and I think overall I think to me too, he represents a element, a period of time where I was really following comics. So for me, perhaps that 7 is more as just a personal love for this figure. Who knows? But you know what? You guys can let me know your thoughts down below. Did he get rated too high, too low? Just let me know. Just let me know down below. Today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the Kryptonian suit, Regeneration suit Superman from the DC Universe Classics Wave 6. With that, we've got one figure left, and that would be Hawkman. He is on the way. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.